You know what? I do want to run a really quick solo scenario for Sir Ronald
Sure.
because he is totally trying to get with this fairy woman. Let's see here.
Oh
I want to
no.
take a quick glance at what other solo
I don't
scenarios
want
look
to
like.
know what this is.
Maggie, it's time. Roleplay XXX. It's waiting. We've switched over to the channel. There's now a new overlay up on itmeJP.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 3 times that you go back to see this woman, whose name is, let me double check, Briallen. Each time, so would you roll a flirting check each time you go and visit her?
What's your flirting skill, Maggie?
My flirting skill is 5.
Would you like to invoke your passion for redheads?
Yeah, which made it to 15 the last time. So, all right.
Crit this shit.
The first time
God
fail.
damn.
The
So
second
wait.
time.
Are you rolling on your passion for redheads?
Yeah.
Okay,
What
so
happens when you fail?
if you
Happens.
fail the first time, so that actually reduces your flirting significantly. So the
Damn
first
it.
time is a complete wash.
Oh, shit.
She's just totally unimpressed with you, unfortunately. But you can see that the silvery mark on her shoulder is starting to fade. So the second time, do you want to try and invoke your passion for redheads again?
Sure.
Okay, roll against your passion.
Yeah, I rolled the 11.
No,
Should I do
that would
it?
have been for the last time for your flirting. So the 18 would have been versus your passion, and then the 11 would have been versus your flirting.
Gotcha. All right.
So, okay, that's
There
a
you go.
successful passion check,
success.
so that boosts your flirting to a 15.
All right.
Don't
And
fart this
then-
time.
Oh, crit! Okay, wonderful.
Oh shit.
She is completely taken with you. She thinks
Nice.
you're just the gentlest, kindest, most brave knight that she's ever met. You're exceptionally valorous, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, she does think you're super valorous, especially after you regale her with tales of the past battle. Why don't you give yourself a love for Briallen of 3d6, and that's another passion.
And you need me to roll 3d6?
Yes.
11.
Okay, so you have a love of Briallen of 11.
All right.
So what does that mean for her? Like in a fight, she can call upon that, or he can call upon
Anytime that Briallen is like, in
In
trouble or
trouble?
slandered
Yeah.
or whatever, she can draw on her passion of love of Briallen in order to,
that? Okay.
achieve
So that's
superhuman
okay.
feats.
That's like the power play stuff. I should have done that earlier on Duke. I think
Yep.
a lot of us will understand to use that more moving
So you
forward.
said I visited her 3 times. Do I do it again, or
Yes.
once I? Okay.
Now, do you want to use your love of Briallen or your passion for redheads? Or in either?
I guess I'll go with passions for redheads because that's high.
It is higher.
But it just I don't know. All right. 12.
right.
Oh,
Yep.
good thing I did because that would have been bad. All right. And I fail.
All right. So this next time was not super impressive from flirting, but she says now that she is free to receive courtship and that she would be happy to receive you at any time in the future. And she gives you a small crystal bauble, which is just like a perfectly smooth crystal sphere. And she says that if you throw this into the water, then at that point, I can appear and speak to you. So anytime you desire to see her and speak
Fucking
with her,
cool.
you can throw this bauble into a body of water and see her again.
It's pretty OP. Just like spawn hot redhead.
Yep, pretty much. So that is the end of your solo adventure with Briallen. And now, step 3, aging. So everybody increase your age by 1 year. None of you are 35 or older, are you?
No.
Okay. Step 4. Now this gets a little bit more complicated because there's some cool stuff introduced in the Great Pendragon campaign. Ha! That creates a more dynamic economic circumstance. So owning land can be fun For poor years motivate knights to adventure, and plentiful ones to generosity. So, I'll go through all of this in step on a per knight basis. So, Sir Emrys, would you roll 1d20?
Okay. 12.
12. Okay. And would you roll... give yourself a +5 to your stewardship, and then roll against that.
Okay, hold on. So 7, 12 again.
So your stewardship was a total of 7?
Correct.
Okay, so that was a failure, unfortunately. So harvest resolution table. So I need to roll against the weather, which was a 12. So the weather failed and you failed, which means that your harvest is normal.
Okay.
So let's see. Harvest modifiers. Tribute, nope. Gentlewoman's bonus, nope.
What?
Find economic modifiers. No. Okay, good. You are normal, so you're an ordinary knight. Yes, you earn £6 from your holdings, and you spend £6 maintaining your holdings.
Okay.
So you maintain your status as an ordinary knight.
Okay.
And so now let's go through that same process again with Sir Ronald. So first roll 1d20 to see how bad the weather has been. 4. You had some good weather at your manor this year. Let's just hop back over to the map.
2 miles down the map, the weather was just beautiful.
I forgot to mention the crit for awareness. I guess every time you crit, you check as well.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Roll against it.
So awareness, and also does that whole flirting thing work?
Yeah, does the solo quest work?
Yeah, does the solo quest work the same way?
Yes, because technically the solo quest is the first step. So.
All right.
Cool.
Cool. So figure out the manor thing first, and I'll roll again for the other 2.
Sounds fine. So, roll with a +5 to your stewardship.
My stewardship is 2.
So you have a stewardship of 7.
That's stewardship roll.
Okay, so you end up having a normal harvest.
Damn it! Okay. One of us has got to be rich.
And you maintain yourself at your standards.
Bet you it's gonna be.
So now roll against your awareness.
All right, rolling against my awareness.
Did you get it?
Yep, I have a 14.
Okay, so you need to be rolling higher because you're trying to increase.
So no.
Yep.
And then flirting.
Yeah.
Let's hope that increases.
Oh.
Hey!
That increases.
Very nice.
6.
That goes up to what, 6? Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now let's go to Sir Philip, who owns Dinton now.
Mm-hmm.
So at Dinton, yes. Unfortunately, your peasants are more than usually unhappy at the loss of Sir William. And so roll 1d20 plus 5.
So they put themselves into their work?
So that's a 14. Okay. Oops. So roll versus your stewardship.
Oh, boy.
No bonuses?
No bonuses.
Get that 2, Neal.
And you got a 10% chance.
Oh.
Bummer. So the stewardship result was a failure, and the bad weather result was a success. It's a poor. So horse survival rolls suffer a cumulative -3 modifier for each consecutive poor year. Child survival rolls suffer a cumulative -3 modifier for each poor year, and childbirth rolls suffer a -5 modifier. So, You only gain 3 glory this year from your manor.
Damn.
Because from the loss of Sir William, your peasants just weren't working very hard. The weather was poor. You, being a young man unused to caring for a manor, didn't quite manage things properly. And that all contributed to a less than spectacular year for you.
Should me and Maggie have marked 10 glory for the year?
Why?
Did you just give Neal glory for the year? I thought.
So
or is that a cumulative?
He gets
because that's
3
his,
glory
That's right. Okay.
because of his manor.
Yeah.
You each get 6 glory because of your manor.
Oh, okay.
Because your manor generates 6 pounds, you spend 6 pounds on it, which means you get 6 glory. His manor generated 3 pounds, and he spent 3 pounds on it, which means he only gets 3 glory.
So me and Maggie need to mark 6 glory for manor for this year.
Yes.
Okay.
That's just on your annual glory section of the sheet. You both have 6s. So Quinn, roll 1d20.
Alrighty. 19.
Wow, you had some shitty weather.
It was fucking bad.
Okay, and roll against your stewardship +5.
Which is 2 plus 5 and
7.
9 is a
9.
fail.
Okay, so you as well end up having a poor year. So your horse survival rolls suffer a -3, your child survival rolls suffer a -3, and your childbirth rolls suffer a -5. So that's how that has gone. So next is stable rolls.
Oh boy.
So Emrys, roll 1d20 minus roll 1d20.
Fuck.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it.
Roll that 4 more times.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All of your horses survive. No
Sick.
problems.
Does one
Sir
survive
Ronald.
extra survivorly with that 20?
No. There's no extra survival.
He grew wings.
Yeah, did become a Pegasus, perhaps?
Or a unicorn.
Yeah, that would probably work better in this world.
Sir Ronald, roll 1d20 for each horse you own.
That didn't quite work how I wanted it to.
Got a 3.
You don't need to add +4. It's just 1d20.
Yeah, I meant to roll 4 d20s. Why is it not
One
backspace
night.
not working? That doesn't work. I put the 4 in the wrong spot. There you go.
9, 9,
Don't look at
7,
the total.
19. All of your horses survive. No problem.
Sweet.
Sir Philip, roll 1d20 -3 for each horse. So that's 4 horses. All of your horses are fine. Sir Quinn, roll 1d20 -3.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Okay, so both of your Roundseys die or is ruined. So one of them catches a cold and succumbs in the wintertime, and the other one breaks a leg and you have to put it down by the sword. So now all you have is your Sumpter and your Charger, Sir Quinn. You may get new animals from your lord at some point during the following year, since you're a vassal knight, and Earl Roderick does tend to take care of his knights. So it's not all bad.
Okay.
It's all good. I want a dire wolf eventually.
You know, in this other universe, Game of Thrones, they actually can ride. So we could just bend the rules a little bit.
Family roles. Does anybody wish to marry below or within your class?
Nope.
I may possibly want to marry a red-headed fairy.
Yes. So that will have to be resolved during next year's season.
Okay.
I think you have good chances, though. Sir Philip?
No. I may have eyes for other women later, but not now.
Sir Quinn?
I have eyes for Jenna.
Oh, well. You'll have to press your claim fiercely.
Yes, I will.
Children! Sir Emrys, are you trying to avoid having children?
Well, no, because now I've seen how easily people can die, so I would not.
All right, Sir Emrys, roll 1d20.
16.
You have birthed a child,
Okay.
Sir Empress. Roll 1d6.
4.
You have a son.
Okay.
And Sir Ronald, children?
I think someday I would like to have children, but right now I
Not
have
this
my
year.
eyes set on one lady who
Would
I
you like
cannot bed at the moment.
Would you please roll against your chaste?
All right.
Oh, damn, you succeeded. You managed
That's
to
crazy.
avoid fathering any children this year, Sir Ronald. Sir Philip, are you
I
trying to avoid
absolutely
having
want
children?
to avoid having children, seeing how that happened to my brother. But let's not have the kids.
Would you roll against your chaste, please?
So 13 or lower.
You keep yourself contained and avoid having children, most prudently, I might add. And Sir Quinn, would you like to avoid having children?
Why, of course.
Roll against your chaste, please.
11. That's a success. 13.
Oh, fair. Very well. Okay, so no children. Well, Sir Emrys has a child this
I do.
year. Sir Emrys, let's roll to a d20 to see if your child survives.
4.
A 4. Your child caught a cold,
Oh.
fell ill, but survived.
Oh! Okay.
Okay. Sir Emrys, roll a d20.
2.
Oh, damn. There was a death in your family, Sir Emrys. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Roll a d20.
It
12.
was your child.
Sir Emrys, do you have a sister?
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore, I guess.
Not anymore. Very well, Sir Emrys. Your sister has perished this year. I'm very sorry.
Do I know by what means?
Why don't you tell us? Was she perhaps riding on one of Sir Quinn's horses when it took a fall, broke its leg and her neck?
Yeah, let's say that.
There you go.
You
That's just
orphan
awful.
horse.
You owe me a sister!
Ride it.
Sir Ronald, roll d20. 6. There's a marriage in your family, Sir Ronald. Let's find out who. Would you roll a d20? 12. Why? Sir Ronald, it was your sister.
This is what happens when they don't die on horses, Ronald.
They get married. Well done. Sir Philip, roll a d20, please. Okay. There was a birth in your family. And would you roll a d20 again?
William had another baby.
14. Oh my god, it was your sister.
What?
A lot of women in this world, guys.
That could have been my
Everywhere up in
sister,
here.
God damn it, Quinn.
Everyone has sister issues this year, or sister
fucking
something.
horse.
Yep, your sister had a job. Would you roll a d6, Philip?
I shall. 1.
It was a daughter. A beautiful baby girl. And Sir Quinn, roll a d20.
Yes, D20.
I hope your sister dies, Quinn.
Oh, God. 11.
11. There was a birth in your family.
God
sir.
damn it.
Oh.
Would you roll another d20?
Was it your sister's?
A 2. Wow, your father is dead. Roll a d20 again.
My father is dead.
Probably riding a horse.
1.
Nope. Roll again.
What do you mean?
Oh
Why?
my god.
Hey. My can't.
Look,
why
his
can't
father
my-
birthed another child. No one
It
knows.
is your uncle.
Oh, Uncle Bob.
Your uncle had a birth. Why don't you roll a d6?
Okay. 6.
It is a boy. Your uncle had a son. So, now you may each choose to do one of the following 3 things. You may increase skills up to 15 points by 1d6 plus 1 points. So you just roll 1d6 plus 1, and that's the pool you have to distribute amongst all skills that are lower than 15. You can raise any skill to a maximum of 15 this way. Or you can gain 1 point in a skill to a maximum of 20. Or you can improve an attribute, trait, or passion by 1 point. So, Sir Emrys, which would you like to do?
I want to raise my dex by 1.
Sorry?
I want to raise my dex by 1.
Okay, sounds good. This is your training. You spend a little time practicing not falling down when you get hit.
Yeah, I have Philip just stand behind me. He holds, and okay, I got it, Philip. I understand.
Sir Ronald, what's your choice?
I think I'm also going to put 1 into Dex.
Okay. Maybe Sir Ronald trains a little bit with Sir Emrys. Sir Philip?
How many skills? It's D6 skills?
D6
skill
plus
points?
1.
All right, I'm going to go for the skill points.
Okay, roll a D6. You get 3 points.
All right, I'm going to put them all into recognize. So recognize is now 6.
Awesome. Sir Quinn.
I'm also 1d6 plus 1, 7. Fuck yeah!
Nice.
Well done.
Gosh, I'm going to put definitely. Well, shit, it was 7. I'm going to put 3 into Lance to move it to 13. I am going to put 1 into Fairy Lore to make it 11. And that leaves 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 3. I will put can't go past 15. Can't go past it. I will go ahead and put, gosh, what have I needed? You know what? Maybe I'll just go ahead and raise my lance to 15.
Yeah.
And
sounds like a strong choice.
And then I will raise my recognize to 11.
Cool.
I changed my mind. I'm going to raise my romance to a 3.
Boom.
All right. 3 romance. He knows what the ladies
I'm
like.
gonna romance your sister week because I don't have one anymore.
So, because you can't romance your own sister,
Yeah.
you have no. Never mind.
Can't
Okay,
anymore
sorry.
week because she died on your fucking horse.
All right, it's time to compute glory. So each of you should have gotten some amount of glory from today's play session. So just to quickly go back over that, Emrys, you gained 430 from from fighting the Duke, and everybody else gained.
I got 10 from Mary, and we got 10 for the fairy.
Yes.
Wait, we got 10 for the fairy?
Yes. Did we not? Was that just Maggie? Did I make something
No,
up?
that was
I thought it was
all of you.
Okay.
Everybody.
All of you gained 10 for the fairy. Yes, it was 30 per round, so it was 180 for the rest of you who participated in the battle.
180?
Yes. Just from the battle. So then plus the 10 from the fairy, plus any bonuses you got for, exceptional deeds.
And I got 430 from the battle plus the
Was
other ones, right?
returning the 3 the hairs from the white hair, was that?
You know what? I'll give you an extra 10 for that, Sir Quinn. That was pretty cool. I can't believe you actually found a white heart. Or a white hind. I was going to be like, oh, this is going to have to take another session or so. But no. Bam, straight crit, 3rd day.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Awesome. And then do note, of course, that if you're a religious or a chivalrous knights don't exist yet, but if you are a religious knight, you get your extra glory for that.
Which is
If you
what?
have any passions that are 16 plus, you add all of them on the line that says passions. If you have any traits that are 16 plus, you add all of them on the line that says traits. Your holdings were 6 if you had a fine year and 3 if you had a poor year. And so that adds to a total glory reward this year, which you then add into your total for this year. So go ahead.
How does it work if you have a passion that's above 16? Exactly.
You get 16 glory. Well, you get the amount that your passion is. So if you have
So
17, it's 17 glory. 16 is 16
And
glory.
they have to be
So
above
we
what?
add all of our passions up.
All of your passions that are 16 higher,
Oh,
add them together.
Does it do that automatically at the top of personality traits where it says chivalry bonus equals total equals 96 plus?
That's just for the chivalry bonus. That is automatically added together. But chivalry is not actually a thing yet in this time.
Oh, so we can't add that? Okay.
so if I have a trait that's 17, that counts.
So there's a line for traits. So every trait that is 16 plus, you add together on that line. So you would add your 17 and then anything else, Quinn.
So I only have a
So-
17, and
Next
For
that's
you, you would
question.
just put 17 down there, yes.
so I get an additional 17 glory.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, Maggie?
With HP, so I took damage during that battle. Do I
Yes.
like sustain that damage for a certain amount of time, or
Yeah, how does
So
that
we're
work?
advancing time by a year. So
Okay.
you heal 3 hit points per week. So by the time we come around to being able to play again, you're going to be fully healed.
Okay.
cool.
And nobody took a major wound, so nobody requires couragery. Everybody is totally fine.
Steven, how much glory would I have made if I killed the Duke?
If you had actually managed to kill him, you probably would have gotten like 500 glory.
Okay.
But because you just participated in his death, you got the
Okay.
250.
I'm okay.
Shit,
I'm
man.
happy with
God,
that.
I'm just gonna go.
You still got way more than
Yeah,
us. How
no,
much did you get?
I got
Because
430.
like we
for
got
the fight.
180, you got
I'm at 1652 right
400
now.
something. I was just like,
He got an
Well,
extra 250 glory from engaging the Duke.
ridiculous.
Man.
But I probably would have died
Ridiculous.
if I didn't roll well.
Did anybody pass another 1,000 points of glory?
Negative.
Nope.
All right.
Negative.
Then that is the end of our session today.
That was
Yeah.
a fun one.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, I like the battle rolls, being able to like do group stuff.
Yeah, that was cool how Wheat was like our leader, and
And
we kind of got to figure out whether we won our initiation or not.
yeah.
It's awesome.
Steven, are the fights like that all planned in the sense that they all have a certain number of I
No.
guess
A certain number of like rounds and stuff.
yeah.
No, this one is much more scripted because there were like,
Story elements.
scripted events
Yeah,
that
yeah,
happened
yeah.
alongside of what you guys were doing. But like there are rules for determining how impassioned your army is versus how impassioned their army is, and how quickly your army gets prepared versus how quickly their army gets prepared, and that calculates out how many battle rounds are in a war
Awesome.
That's pretty
I love
cool.
that. Yeah.
per day. So you can have a day where it's like, here's 4 rounds of battle that can happen today, but it takes us 5 rounds to get ready. So I guess we're just not fighting because our knights were slow getting their armor on.
Gotcha.
Did you think that Neal was gonna die during that little like bout that they were having? Like what?
So one thing that I really think is neat about the combat system, like the one-on-one combat of Pendragon, is that people tend to trade blows for a while and do nothing to each other until someone crits and then kills the other person. So it's like
Yeah.
the longer a battle goes on where people don't hold their blows, the more likely it is someone's going to crit and just cut off somebody's arm. Which makes sense because like most of your hits are just hitting their armor, which is like some huge sheet of metal, or I guess in this case chainmail, until
Yeah.
you find a weak point and then you stab them with a sword. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I did not expect him to die. No, but when he did
Yeah.
not surrender after the first crit, I knew I
Yeah.
had to let the second crit stand.
Oh,
Neal.
what's up
I'm
with
so
that, Neal?
sorry.
Why did
No,
you
no,
surrender?
It's
You
legit.
were like, no.
Like that. I am well aware of possibility character death, and I don't mind.
Absolutely.
I
Glad
tried,
to hear
Neal.
it.
It's the game. Yeah.
Tried
Dude,
to
and
wing
it was
Neal,
it wasn't
but he
within your
died.
characters. I think your character probably wouldn't have. He was pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
I tried
And
to
now we
wing
have a
that
very
fight.
prudent Sir Philip.
Yes.
Learned from his
Who
older
got
brother's
who got
death.
captured and then uncaptured.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's do some shout outs here and close this up. Wheat, go ahead and start us off.
Guys, thanks for watching. Again, like the great thing about R&D and just about all the different, I guess, systems that we're exploring is that I totally didn't think I was going to like Pendragon going into it. I like the setting, but I wasn't sure about the rule set. And I mean, after week 2 or after week 1, I was really kind of blown away, and week 2 has been great. So I look forward to the furthering adventures of these nights. I think it's been an absolute blast. But anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at djWHEAT, here on Twitch, djWHEAT, and everything else is just pretty much djWHEAT. Just put that on the end of whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and it's just been an honor and a pleasure to be here again this week. So
Awesome stuff. Maggie.
Oh, I'm in the same boat. Love this. I love that we get to try out all these different types of games. I wasn't really, I thought I was gonna like this, but I wasn't sure how much the rules were gonna intrude on the whole like RPing aspect of things, and it's been interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I like it. I like where it's going. I'm still a little confused sometimes on like, you want to roll on the even or under, and then sometimes you want to roll above it. I'm just like, what? But I'll get it done.
Every time you test against your skill, you want to roll under or as close to as possible, except at the very end. When you're trying to improve your skill, you want to be over. That's the only exception.
Yeah, and it's like that. I'm just so used to rolling under every time that I'm like, oh no, I failed. And he's like, actually, that's a good thing. I was like, oh, sweet. It's always that moment of failing, and you're like, oh, that's not a fail. Yay. But if you guys want to check out things that I do, you can go check out my website, margaretcrone.com. That's where all the magic happens, because I do lots of things with anime, gaming. I'm a game developer as well, so if you want to check out some games, I work on PlanetSide 2, EverQuest 2, check out both of those, and I do some live streams for those as well. So just follow me on Twitter. That's the best way to keep up with all the things that I do every week, and I love doing this. Hopefully we get to do this again next Saturday, maybe?
Probably, yeah.
Sunday? Whatever works out with everybody, but yeah.
Yep. Make sure to subscribe to her stream also to support him. You guys, don't forget.
And everyone's like, when are you going to change that? JP's like, I kind of just leaving it now just to see how many people react to it.
It's become the teeth of this roleplay, I think.
I am playing a male character, so.
Yeah, I totally.
I'm like the scratch of, what are we going to call this? Pendragon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Neal, do some shout outs.
Thanks, guys, for watching. I am enjoying this. It's always nice to play a new system because I hardly ever get out of 2nd edition D&D. So I really like the breadth of experience here, and it's good. It's nice having a good DM too. I appreciate it, or GM as it goes here. Yeah, I'm going to be headed to PAX East. I don't know when that is. In a week or 2 weeks, something like that.
I am too. It's the 2nd week of April.
Oh.
Ew, yeah.
Yeah.
So jelly.
Yay.
Oh my god. So
April
jelly.
11th through 13th. I'll be there too. Yay.
Woo!
Thanks.
So if you're at PAX East, come by and say hello to us. Other than that, I just do a lot of D&D related content. We just did an amazing session of Dicing with Death today, which is where it's a solo cleric campaign. My friend Ryan plays a evil cleric, single player campaign, and it was really good. It was really, really, really good. So I'm happy with that. I think I might try and finish off Diablo 3 right after this, but other than that, just check out my Twitter, twitter.com/koibu0, and see you guys around.
Cool. Last but not least, Steve, do some shout outs.
Guys, this is awesome. I love it. I work on a game called Warhammer 40,000 Eternal Crusade, where I am the lead level designer. You can follow me on Twitter at Silent Osiris, with the O is a 0, to find out all sorts of interesting information about that. We finally got our newsletters going back out, so we're going to be communicating with our fans and followers a lot more regularly in the coming months. I do have a Q&A for Pendragon this week up on r/itmeJP. I just dropped it into the Twitch chat. And yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys next week. This is totally awesome, and I love it. So thanks for watching.
Cool stuff. The first part of this week's VOD should be up on YouTube here as soon as it finishes processing. I think we're all good for next Saturday at 4. Does that work for everyone? Or wait, no, we gotta do it.
EST, right?
We gotta do it 5:30 EST actually.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know 100%. I'll throw it on the bot. I should never ask at the end of a stream. So I'm going to get out of here and ask them off stream. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
Bye.